See, in the last two classes, we discussed two chapters. First chapter, overview on test automation. In that chapter, we discussed disadvantages of manual testing, advantages of test automation. Next, disadvantages of test automation, types of test tools. Last one, overview on functional testing. Next, second chapter, overview on UFT tool. In that chapter, we discussed UFT version history, UFT product information, UFT supporting environments. Next, UFT add-ins, UFT license, and UFT IDE. Third chapter, UFT features. See, UFT tool features. See, in this chapter we discussed add-in manager, next UFT test pane. Pane means an area. It is an area where we create, view and edit tests or test scripts. Here three units we discussed: step or statement, action, test. Next, test pane has two views. One more topic, one more concept in this second one. Test pane has two views. One is programming view, or you can say editor view. Editor view. Next, keyword view. See, editor view, keyword view. Views are different, but test is same. If you perform any operation in one view, that can be reflected in, that can be automatically reflected in another view. See how to switch to editor view. See, from default view is editor view. Default view is editor view. Editor view to keyword view. What is editor view? Test in VB script format. Programming view. What is keyword view? Test in GUI format. See, when we prefer editor view, when we prefer keyword view, that we will discuss in creating test chapter. Now just definition level. From editor view to keyword view. View menu, keyword view. Next, same. From keyword view to editor view, same navigation. From keyword view to editor view, view menu, editor. Observe. Just record, enter agent name, enter password, click OK button. Stop recording. See, this is editor view. I want to switch to keyword view. Tell me the navigation, Madhuri. Switch to keyword view.
View menu.
View menu, keyword view. This is keyword view. Suppose in this view, I am deleting one statement, agent name statement. Right click, delete, confirm deletion. Switch to editor view, same navigation, view, editor. 3 statements only. Next, in editor view, I am modifying the statement. Switch to keyword view. See, name changed. See, views are different, test is same. If you perform any modifications in one view, that can be automatically reflected in another view. Okay now, Sampath? Next, C. Sampath, can you hear me? Sampath, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. See, next, active screen. Navigation means how to launch active screen. View menu, active screen. What is active screen? It captures screenshots for each and every user action on AUT. AUT stands for application under test. It captures screenshots for each and every user operation on or user actions on AUT during test recording. It is related to recording only. Suppose if we use descriptive programming for test design, UFT won't capture screenshots. Say, it captures screenshots for every user. User means tester. Every user action on AUT application under test. It captures screenshots for every user action on AUT during test recording. Test recording. It captures and holds Okay. Next, what is the advantage of active screen? Advantage. Using screenshots, we can easily understand the test script as well as edit the test script. How to edit, that we will discuss in creating test chapter. Now just definition level, what is what? Using screenshots, we can easily understand and edit the test script. Test or test script, synonyms. Next, disadvantage. See, it occupies more memory, so tool execution performance will be reduced. See, it occupies more memory, so tool test execution performance will be reduced. Okay, suppose if you don't want to capture screenshots, you can disable this feature. It is configurable feature. If you don't want capture screenshots, you can decrease the capture level. See how to configure. See, before that I will show active screen. I'm taking new test. Record. See, activate the dialog box. Activate means select. Enter agent name. Enter password. Click OK button. Say I performed 4 actions, 4 statements generated. Launch active screen, you know the navigation, view menu, active screen. Observe. See, place cursor in first statement or first step. See, activating the dialog box. Observe rose color marking. Second statement, place cursor in second statement. Entering agent name. Third statement, entering password. Last statement, click on OK button. See, using these screenshots, we can edit the test script. How to edit, that we will discuss in creating test chapter. See, we can insert standard checkpoint, insert output value, etc. Next, if you don't want to capture screenshots, you can decrease the capture level. How? Tools menu, options, GUI testing, active screen. Here decrease the capture level. Here you can increase or decrease the capture level. Click OK. Put mute. Take new test.
Charging లేదా
Put mute. Hello.
పెడతావు వాచ్ నీకు భయం లేదు.
Surendra, put
డబ్బులు
mute.
పెట్టుకుంటావు కానీ జాగ్రత్త తెలియదు.
Surendra, put mute.
ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టు మరి పక్కకు.
Hello.
ఏదో వాట్సాప్ వస్తుంది.
గలీజ్గా ఉంది కదా.
Just a minute. Surendra. Hello. Say, continue. Now take new test. Record. Same navigation. Now launch active screen. View active screen. No screenshots. No screenshots. Okay, now Sampath, tell me the navigation for configuring active screen. Surendra, can you hear me? Surendra. Hello? Okay.
Sir, he says he cannot hear any audio in the chat box.
Hello?
Surendra cannot hear any audio.
Why? He connected na? Connected to audio.
In the chat box, he's saying that I'm not hearing any audio.
Okay. Problem from his side. Okay, leave it. Tell me, Sampath.
Tools, options, geo testing, active screen.
See, tools menu, options, GUI testing, active screen, increase or decrease capture level, click OK. See, tools, options, GUI testing, next, active screen, next, increase or decrease capture level, okay. See, this is about active screen. Tell me Sujata, what is active screen?
Active screen, it captures and holds screenshots for every user operation on AUT. And you can go to active screen by view menu, active screen.
That is launching. Okay.
An advantage is using screenshots. We can easily understand and edit the test or the test script. Disadvantage is it occupies more memory, so the tool execution performance is reduced.
Good. Okay. Okay. Put mute. Surendra, can you hear me now? Hello? You try to use headphones at least by tomorrow. Okay. See, next. Data table. Data table. Say it is an integrated spreadsheet for data related operations. Excel like, not Excel, it is third party software integrated with UFT. It is an integrated spreadsheet It is an integrated spreadsheet used for data related operations. See, observe, UFT is object based test tool. Based on front end objects, UFT performs test operations. For every step, front end object reference is required. See, earlier we recorded one script. See here, dialog box dot activate. Activate is method, operation on that object. Next, second step, operation on edit box, agent name edit box. Third step, operation on password edit box. Last step, operation on OK button. CFT basically object based test tool. Based on front end objects only, it performs test operations. But some exemptions are there. For database testing, no front end object is required. No front end object reference is required for database operations. Then how UFT performs database operations? Can you tell me, Kanti, how UFT supports database operations? Can you tell me, Madhuri?
It has an internal access for the Microsoft Access.
Integrated MS Access engine. Use terms, technical terms. UFT has as an integrated MS Access database engine.
And
Okay. And VB script database objects also.
yes.
Next, how to perform file related operations. Concentrate, Sampath. How to perform file related operations. Suppose working with text files, working with Excel files, I want to import data from a text file or from an Excel file. Using data table, we can perform file related operations. Using data table, we can import database data also, database tables also. Not only files, using data table, we can import text file data, Excel file data, and database data also. Observe these 2 points important. See, in general, file related operations. See, generally we use text file, notepad like, or Excel. File related operations. Next, database related operations. File related operations. Using data table, we can work with text and Excel files. Text and Excel files. Suppose if you don't want to use data table, it is UFT tool feature. If you don't want to use data table, using VB script, file system object, using VB script file system object and Excel. These we discuss in VB script module. Excel application object, we can work with files. Okay. Next, database related operations. Say UFT has an integrated just a minute. UFT has an integrated MS Access database engine. It supports SQL statements directly. And one more facility also there. Can you tell me, Sampath? You can type SQL statement directly in UFT tool editor. Otherwise, using data table also you can import database data. Otherwise, suppose I don't want to use tool features. Sujata, yesterday only we discussed how to perform database related operations without using UFT tool features. Madhuri, hey, nobody responding.
By using VB scripting methods.
Methods. What
Creating the object.
Objects.
By
See,
object connection.
See, using VB script database objects. Say we have 3 object models in database area. First one, database connection object. Next, database record set object and database command object. See, our test automation point of view, first 2 objects important: database connection object and record set object. Now come to mainstream, data table. It's an integrated spreadsheet used for data related operations. Next, how to launch. Navigation. Same. View menu. Data. See in QTP last version, QTP 11, name data table. Here they just used data, but you can use data table also. Why? Object is their utility object, name data table only. Next point, it has two types of sheets, not two sheets, two types of sheets. One is global sheet, another is local sheet, local sheets or action sheets. Two types of sheets or local sheets. See, by default, one action in every test. If you create new test, two sheets. See, view, data. Observe left side bottom, two sheets, one global sheet and action one sheet. Suppose in our test two actions, call to new action. Now observe left side bottom, Sujata, how many sheets?
Two action sheets.
Two action sheets, total three sheets.
Yes.
Total three sheets. See, global sheet for entire test, action sheet for specific actions. Next, UFT attach one data table for every new test. It is not tool level feature, test level feature. Suppose if we create 100 tests in our project, UFT attach 100 data tables. See, UFT attach one data table for every new test. You use, don't use, it attach one data table for every new test. Next, data table located in two areas. One is in main window, UFT tool main window. Another location is result window. See, UFT data table located in two areas. First area in UFT tool main window. Here name is design time data table. Design time data table. Another area in UFT result window. Here name is a runtime data table. Runtime data table. See, runtime data table nothing but carbon copy of design time data table. What is the advantage of runtime data table? That we will discuss in parameterization chapter. Next, see, important point, usage of data table. Usage of data table. Usage of data table. See, first one, enter test data directly into data table and connect to the test. See, enter test data directly into data table and connect. See, test is different, test data is different. We need to connect test data with the test. Next usage, import test data from external files. Here you can use either text files or Excel files. Next, connecting to the test is common for all types of usage. Next, import test data from databases, any database. Import test data from a database and connect to the test. These three are the regular usages. Next, one more also there, that is a hybrid one. We can insert programmatic statements with data table methods. That is hybrid. Why we mix programmatic statements with tool features? In order to overcome some limitations of tool features. Tool features, ready-made environments having limitations, but programming logic doesn't have any limitation. In order to overcome limitations, not all limitations, in order to overcome some limitations of UFT tool features, we mix programmatic statements. See, hybrid. Using data table methods means operations and programmatic statements. Programmatic statements. See why we mix, observe, note. In order to overcome what are the limitations in data table that we will discuss in parameterization chapter. In order to overcome some limitations of tool features, we insert programmatic statements. Programmatic statements. See, this is a brief introduction about data table. Tell me, Sampath, data table. Data table. What is data table?
Integrated spreadsheet.
Hmm.
It is an integrated spreadsheet used for data relation operations.
That is usage. Next.
It has two sheets,
Ah.
two types of sheets.
Two types of sheets. Good.
One is global sheet and another one is action or location sheet.
Local sheet. Action sheets are local sheets. Local. Next.
Uses of data table.
Before that, I explained one more point. UFT, two more points. UFT attach one data table for every new test. It is test level feature, not two level feature.
Yeah.
Next, UFT data table located in
Two areas.
what are they? One is UFT tool main window. Here name is design time data table. Another location,
Result window.
result window. Their name is runtime data table. Okay. Next, usage of data table. Three regular usages and one hybrid usage.
Yeah. Enter the test data directly into a data table and connect to test. First point. Second point, import the test data from external file. And connect the
connect to the test. Next, third usage.
Import test data from a database and connect to the test.
Okay. Next, hybrid. Using data table methods and programmatic statements. Okay, good. Put mute. See, next, errors pane. Errors pane. See, in QTP last version, QTP 11, this pane means an area. Pane, P-A-N-E. Pane means an area. This pane area name was information. In UFT, they changed the name. Errors. See, simple pane. It shows syntax errors. It shows syntax errors automatically while saving the test. Otherwise, you can launch errors pane using view menu. Observe. Try to save this one. See, observe observe bottom. See, errors pane opened. It's showing error, syntax error. Otherwise, you can launch errors pane using view menu. View errors. Okay. Next important topic, UFT commands. UFT commands. Say, record is command, run is command, stop is command. All these are UFT commands. UFT commands available in three ways. See, UFT commands available in three ways. First way, as menu items. As menu items. Next, as toolbar items. Next, as shortcut keys. Shortcut keys only for important commands. Observe. For example, record is UFT command. Record. Go to record menu. Record item. Menu item. Otherwise, here in toolbar, record icon is there. You can select. Otherwise, you can use shortcut key. What is the shortcut key, Madhuri?
Yes, sir.
What is the shortcut key? Try to concentrate. What is the shortcut key for record?
It's a red button. No.
Red button, it is menu item showing now. You can't view this one.
Yes.
Sujata, what is the shortcut key for recording? Hello?
F6, sir.
F6, yes. See, record is UFT command. If you want to select record, three possibilities available. One is record menu, record item. Another is use this toolbar item, record. Next, last one, F6 shortcut key. Okay. See, I will introduce all 12 menus of UFT. Concentrate. See, actually, certification exam, UFT certification exam. In UFT certification exam, they concentrate more on, not more, 100% tool features. But in real time, most of the time we use VB script features, scripting oriented. But certification exam, tool features oriented. They highlight their product only. In certification exam, no VB script questions. Some questions by heart questions. Suppose what is the shortcut key for step generator? A, F5, B, F7, C, F6 like. See, for certification exam, you go through all UFT tool menus and go through that UFT tool documentation. In certification exam, they ask questions only on UFT tool features. But real-time scenario different. In real time, most of the time we use VB script features. Got the point, Sampath?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, menus of UFT. See, UFT has, I will introduce important commands. Important commands. UFT has 12 menus. QTP last version, QTP 11, having 10 menus only. They redesigned the user interface also. They redesigned it. In QTP last version, QTP 11, 10 menus. In UFT, 12 menus. See, first menu, file menu. See, what are the important commands in file menu? See, using file menu, we can create new test. Not only using file menu, otherwise you can use file toolbar. See, this is toolbar, new. Otherwise, file new. Three ways. See, create new test. Next, open existing test. Next, save test. Close test. Next, one important command added in this UFT that not available in QTP. Add test. What is add test? See, using this add test command, we can work with multiple tests at a time. In QTP last version, one test at a time, but here you can add multiple tests. You can copy and paste a script from one test to another. Add test. Next, important feature available in this file menu. Settings feature available. Using settings, we can associate resource files to UFT. All resource files except shared object repositories. Shared object repositories from another menu. Except shared object repositories, you can associate all resource files using the settings feature in file menu. See, associate library files, function library files, one or more. Next, associate environment variable files. How to associate that we will discuss in practical chapters. Next, associate recovery scenario files, one or more. See, why we need to associate library files, function library files with UFT tool. If you want to access user defined functions, you need to associate that library file. Library file is external file. Why we need to associate environment variables file? If you want to access global variables, we need to associate environment variables file. Why we need to associate recovery scenario files? If you want to perform error handling, you need to associate recovery scenario files. Next, export test to zip format. Next, import test from zip format. See, in certification exam also they ask, what is the supporting format for exporting UFT test? A, zip, B, RAR, C, ISO, etc. options. Multiple choice. Next, exit command available. It is to close the UFT tool. To quit the tool. See, these are the important commands in file menu. Observe, file, new, open, add. See, we can add new test. Or existing test. We can add new test or existing test. Just a minute. Existing test also. Suppose driver, test name. See, this is GUI test 6. This is driver. Suppose I want some statements from driver to GUI test 6. You can copy and paste. What is the advantage of add test command, Madhuri? Advantage of add test command? We can work with multiple tests. We can work with multiple tests. We can work with multiple tests. We can open multiple tests at a time. This feature not available in QTP last version. Just a minute. New, open, add, close, save. Next, settings feature available. Using the settings, we can associate, click add icon, associate function library. Next, environment variables file. How to associate that we will discuss in practical chapters. Next, recovery scenario files, etc. Next, import test. Just a minute. See, export test, import test, exit. Now tell me, Kanti, what is file menu? What are the important commands available in file menu?
Create new test, open existing test, save test, close test, add test for working with multiple tests at a time. Then settings, associate library files, functional library files, except shared object repository.
No, except shared object repository. We can associate function library files, environment variable files, and recovery scenario files only using file menu. Next.
Then export file and
export test file. Not file. Export test to zip format, import from zip format. Next, last command.
Exit.
Exit. What is exit command? To close UFT tool. To close UFT tool. Okay, good. Next, second menu, editor command. Editor command. See. Edit menu. Editor commands. Second menu, edit menu. In this menu you can find editor commands. See, redo, undo, cut, copy, paste, delete, etc. Editor commands. Next, format feature is there. Using format feature, you can comment and uncomment. Comment and uncomment. Next, code snippet feature is there. Using code snippet, you can generate conditional and loop statement syntax. See, undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, delete, format. Using format, you can comment a block of statements or uncomment. Uncomment, comment block. Next, code snippet. Using code snippet, we can generate conditional and loop statement syntax. Suppose I want to generate do until loop. See, using code snippet you can generate, otherwise you can type, no issue. Suppose for space, already generated, auto generation. Say, comment, uncomment, etc. Using code snippet, we can generate conditional and loop statements syntax. Otherwise you can type directly, no issue. See, this is editor menu. Second menu of UFT, editor menu. Edit menu. Edit menu. In this edit menu you can find editor commands. Tell me, Sujata, what is edit menu?
Edit menu is having edited commands like redo, undo, cut, copy, paste, delete. Format will have comment and uncomment features, and code snippet can generate conditional and loop statements syntax.
Okay, good. Next, third menu, view menu. View menu. See, in this menu, you can find UFT key elements. You can launch UFT key elements. Active screen. Next, data table. Next, errors. Next, debug pane, etc. And switch from editor to keyword view and vice versa. Next, you can launch result window, current test result. Launch result window. Next, you can view the test flow also. Test flow. Next, solution explorer is there. Using solution explorer pane, we can edit associated function libraries. How to edit that we will discuss later. Solution explorer is there. Using solution explorer, we can edit external function libraries associated only, etc. See, view menu, solution explorer, data, output, errors, active screen, debug. Next, run step results, keyword view. Next, last run results. This is result window. These are the important commands available in view menu. Tell me, Madhuri, view menu. What are the important commands available in view menu?
Active screen.
Using this menu, we can launch active screen.
Data table.
Data table, debug view, debug pane, errors pane.
We can switch from editor view to keyword view.
And vice versa. Keyword view to editor also.
View test flow.
View test flow. See.
And the solution explorer. We can edit the associated library
files. See, these are the important commands. Next, search menu. See, small menu. Here, find, next, replace, incremental search, go to, etc. See, simple menu. See, find, replace. What are the commands? Incremental search, reverse incremental search, go to. These 5 are important. Incremental search. Next, reverse incremental search. Next, go to, etc. Next, fifth menu, important menu, design menu. Design menu. See, design menu. See, in this menu you can find two types of commands. One is action commands, another is insertion items. See, using this menu we can create new action, call existing action, next copy action, etc. Action commands. Next, insertion items. Using this menu we can insert checkpoints, next insert output values, next insert transaction points, start and end, see, insert checkpoints, transaction points, output values, next insert synchronization point, and using this menu you can launch step generator. See, these are the important commands available in design menu. Say design, new action, copy action, existing, call to existing action, insert checkpoints, output values, next function definition generator, start and end transaction points, etc. Next, step generator. You can launch step generator. What is step generator? I will explain. Before that, tell me, Sampath, what is design menu?
Design menu contains create new actions. It has two actions. It has two functions, one is action and insertions.
It has two types of commands. One is action commands, another is insertion items. First action commands. Continue.
Create new action, call existing action, copy action. Insertion commands are insertion, which are insert checkpoint, insert output value, insert transaction point, insert synchronization point, and launch step generator.
Okay, good. See, step generator. See, synchronization point single, transaction points, output values, checkpoints multiple, checkpoints total 12 checkpoints. Okay. Launch step generator. What is step generator? Anyhow, we use step generator in creating test chapter. Just a brief idea. It is a library of functions and utility objects. It is a library of functions and utility objects used to generate recordable and non-recordable steps. See, forget about first sentence. It is used to generate recordable and non-recordable steps. What is non-recordable step? Have any idea, Sujata? Non-recordable step. Suppose activate the dialog box. Recordable step. Enter agent name. Recordable step. Enter password. Recordable step. Click OK button. Recordable step. Observe, I want to click insert order button, right side bottom in this window. Insert order button. Can I generate this operation?
No, sir.
No. Why? That object is in disabled state. Disabled state. So we can't generate. Using step generator, you can generate non-recordable steps. See. Non-recordable steps. First scenario, operations on disabled objects. Operations on disabled objects. Another scenario, irregular operations, not regular. Irregular operations. Just a minute. I will show an example. First, operation on disabled objects. See, observe here, price total, 2 edit boxes are there in disabled state. I want to generate statement on price object. I want to capture that price value. We can't record that statement. Why? Object in disabled state. Using step generator you can generate. See, design, step generator, take hand icon, show the object, click OK. It is showing regular method, but we are not going to set the value, get the value. See, these methods we will discuss later. Returning the value, enter variable. For example, price. Any meaningful variable you can use. If you want to display that one, you can display. Run. Getting na Kanti. It is returning price value na. Okay. This is about generating non-recordable step. Next, irregular operations. What are irregular operations? Suppose here agent name edit box is there. Entering a value into edit box is regular operation. See, this object is in enabled state only. Enabled state only. Entering a value into this edit box is regular operation. Suppose value already there, I want to capture that value, that is irregular operation. See, enter a value. This is regular operation. Next, I want to capture that value. That is irregular operation. See, get RO property, text property, agent name, stop. If you want to display, you can display. Run. See, it is capturing Hyderabad. See, this is irregular operation. Regular operation on edit box is entering a value. Irregular operation is capturing value. Okay, now, Madhuri, two important scenarios for non-recordable statements. What are the two important scenarios?
A recordable and non-recordable statements.
What I am asking? Two important scenarios for non-recordable steps or statements. First scenario, operations on disabled objects. Second scenario,
on irregular objects.
Irregular operations, not irregular objects. Irregular operations. Okay. Okay na, Sujata? Step generator. Next menu. Sixth menu. Record menu. See, in this menu, you can find record commands. A record. Here record means normal record. Next stop. Next another recording modes. See, we have 4 recording modes in UFT. In QTP last version, QTP 11, 3 record modes only. In this UFT, one recording mode added, 4 recording modes. Next, analog recording, low level recording, insight recording. Next, record and run settings, etc. See, record means normal recording, stop, analog recording, low level recording, insight recording, record and run settings. Tell me Sujata, respond. What is record menu? What are the important commands available in record menu?
Yes, sir. In the record menu, we have record, normal recording, and then analog recording, low level recording, insight recording, which is added in UFT latest feature, and the record and run settings.
Good. Next, run menu. Run menu. Run menu. See, in this menu you can find general run commands and debug commands. See, run, pause, stop. See, general run commands. See, run, pause, stop. Next, run modes. Next, see, in this menu you can find general run commands and debug commands. Debug means step-by-step execution. General run, at a time execution. See, debug commands. Step into, what is the functionality of step into, step over, step out, that we will discuss in debugging test chapter. Step into, step over, step out, etc. Next, insert or remove breakpoints. Next, enable or disable breakpoints, etc. See, run, pause, stop, run modes. Next, step into, step over, step out. Next, insert or remove breakpoints, enable, disable breakpoints, clear all breakpoints, etc. Next, one more important menu, resources menu. Resources. Resources menu. What is resources menu? See, in this menu, you can find two types of commands. One is object repository commands. Another is recovery scenario commands. Using this menu, we can launch object repository. Next, edit local objects. Next, create shared object repository. Next, edit shared objects. Next, associate. See, already I told all resource files associated with associated from file menu. All resource files associated from file menu except shared object repositories. Shared object repositories from resources menu. See, associate shared object repositories. One or more. You can associate multiple repositories also. Next, create new recovery scenario. New recovery scenario. Next, open, edit existing recovery scenario, etc. Say, resources menu, object repository. You can launch object repository. Next, using object repository manager, we can create and edit shared objects, shared object repositories. Next, using recovery scenario manager, we can create new recovery scenarios and edit existing recovery scenarios. Tell me, Sampath, what is resources menu? Resources.
Resources menu contains object repository and recovery commands.
Recovery scenario commands.
Yes. Recovery scenario commands. It has launch object repository, edit local object, create shared object repository, edit share objects, associate share object repository, create new recovery scenario, edit existing recovery scenarios.
Okay, cool. See next simple menu, ALM, Application Lifecycle Management. ALM, Application Lifecycle Management. See test management solution from HP. See we can integrate UFT with ALM. See here, ALM connection by providing ALM path. ALM is web application. By providing ALM URL, username and password, we can connect to ALM project. ALM connection, check out to check in, version history, baseline history, etc. See ninth menu, ALM, old name, quality center. ALM connection, ALM connection, next check in, check out, version history, baseline history, etc. commands. Here important ALM connection only, first command enough. See ALM connection, check out, check in, version history, baseline history. See this is about ALM menu, Application Lifecycle Management. Next 10th menu, Tools menu. Important menu, Tools menu. See, you take any software, you can find two types of features. One is constant features that we have to use as it is. Constant features, fixed features. Another is configurable features. According to our needs, we can configure them. In our UFT tool also, we have two types of features, constant features and configurable features. Suppose object spy, constant feature. Step generator, constant feature. Object repository, constant feature. Next, configurable features. Object identification configuration, virtual object configuration, tool options configuration, test settings configuration, etc. See, in this tools menu, you can find configurable features. Okay, using tool menu, you can launch object spy. Object spy is not configurable feature. Next, object identification configuration. Next, regular expression evaluator for search operations. Next, data driver. Using data driver wizard, we can connect test data with the test. Connecting test data with the test using data driver. Next, virtual object configuration. Next, tool options. Tool options and view options, editor options. Configuration, etc. Observe. See tools menu. Using tools menu we can launch object spy. Next, object identification configuration, we can configure objects. How to configure that we will discuss in UFT tool administration chapter. Next, regular expression evaluator, data driver. Next, virtual object. Next, options. Here you can configure tool options and view options, editor options, font sizes and colors, etc. Tell me, Kanti, what is tools menu?
There are two features usually in tools menu we'll have two features, constant features and configurable features. Constant features are like step generator, object spy.
Step generator not available. That is general idea. See, in this tools menu you can find some configurable features. Step generator not available in this menu. Only object spy, data driver, regular expression evaluator. These are constant features. Next, configurable features. Object identification configuration, virtual object configuration, tool options and text editor options configuration, etc. Okay. Next, window menu. In this menu, no functionality. No functionality. Simple menu, no functionality. See, next window, previous window, close all documents. Suppose you opened 5 or 6 tests. If you select this close all documents, it will close all documents. See, next window, previous window, close all documents. See, last menu. I think all of you familiar with that menu. Help menu. Say using help menu, you can get UFT tool documentation, help documentation. Next, VB script documentation. Next, you can get new features information, new features over previous version. New features information. Next, you can communicate with knowledge forums. Knowledge forums. Next, if you have licensed version, you can raise ticket to vendor. Next, if you have licensed version, you can check for updates. Sometimes for trial versions also they provide updates, not all updates. Next, raise ticket to vendor. If you find any issues, You can raise ticket to vendor from help menu. Next, product information. Next, license information, etc. See help menu, unified functional help. In this help you can find VB script help also. See VB script. Next, support site. You can get technical support. Next, knowledge forums. What is new? Next, updates. Next, product information. Next, license information, etc. Tell me Sujata, what is help menu?
Help menu will have UFT Tools Feature documentation, VB script documentation, new features information, knowledge forums, and a check for updates, product updates, etc. And raise ticket if license version, technical support, product info, and license information.
Okay, good. See, this is about UFT tool window architecture. See, this is UFT tool main window. Some integrated tools also there. Integrated tools that not available in UFT tool main window. But you no need to install integrated tools. If we install UFT software, integrated tools can be installed automatically. See, HP software, HP unified functional testing, tools. Here observe, password encoder, remote agent, run results deletion tool, next test batch runner, etc. Just a minute. This is main window. Integrated tools. Password encoder, password encoder for encoding passwords. UFT encodes passwords automatically while recording. If you want to prepare test scripts manually, you need to encode manually. How to encode? Using password encoder tool. Next, test batch runner. What is the purpose of test batch runner? Using test batch runner tool, we can create and execute test batches. See, other possibilities also there for batch testing. One of the tool feature for supporting batch testing is test batch runner. Using test batch runner, just a minute. Password encoder. What is the purpose of password encoder? To encode password value. What is the purpose of test batch runner? To create and execute test batches. Next, a result deletion tool. Result deletion tool. To delete, suppose if you execute one test for 10 times, it stores 10 test results. If you don't want to store previous results, you can delete. Why we need to delete? If you store all results, tool performance will be reduced. So to delete previous test run results. See, these are the important integrated tools. See, this is about UFT tool features. Next, tomorrow I will start UFT test process. Next chapter, UFT test process. Before UFT test process, we will discuss software test process. That is not part of our syllabus. See, in order to explain the UFT test process, software test process awareness is required. In order to understand the UFT test process, software test process, or you can say manual test process awareness is required. See, our next chapter is UFT test process, UFT test life cycle. Before this, we need to discuss software test process. Another name, STLC, software test life cycle. Software test life cycle. Okay, just I will index the concepts. Say, software test process may vary from one company to another and one project to another, but what we are going to discuss is standard process, IEEE standard process. For software testing, some non-governmental organizations are there. Non-government organizations, example ISO, IEEE, CMM, etc. This standard process belongs to IEEE. Some companies may not follow standard process, but what we are going to discuss is standard process. This is manual testing concept. Tomorrow I will explain. Just index. Tell me, Sampath, what are the phases in software test process or software test life cycle? Phases. You know manual testing na? Phases in software test process. What are the important phases? Can you tell me, Sujata?
Yes, sir. Test planning, test design, test execution, and test closure.
Good. Say, test planning. Next, test design. Next, test execution. Next, test closure. See, these are the four important phases in software test process. In UFT test process, just index. Tomorrow we will discuss both. I think UFT test process takes nearly 2 hours. Software test process half an hour or 40 minutes. UFT test process takes nearly 2 hours. See, here first one, planning. Next, here test design phase divided into two phases. generating basic tests. Next, enhancing tests. Next, running combined running and debugging tests. Next, analyzing test results. Next, reporting defects. Tomorrow I will explain. Aarti, did you join? Aarti. Aarti, can you tell me phases in...
Yeah, yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, yes, sir, I joined.
Phases in UFT test process. Just phases.
Test planning. Planning, generating the basic test, enhancing testing, running and debugging test, and the last two I forgot.
Running and debugging tests. Next, analyzing test results.
Analyzing and...
Next, last one, reporting defects.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome. Reporting defects.
Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you. Any queries? Kanti?